Emily Dickinson was born into a socially prominent New England family in 1830, the middle child of a businessman and politician, Edward Dickinson. She received an extensive formal education that most American children did not at the time, as well as a social introduction of countless visitors during her father's political career. Emily did travel throughout her life, despite popular depictions that state otherwise. However, most of her life was spent in private seclusion at her father's home. Don't assume she was timid or fragile because of her privacy. In fact, Emily exercised complete control over whom she chose to keep company with, who saw her poetry, and other opinions that are opposite of the rigid gender confines of 19th century America. Her poetry especially speaks of a technical proficiency and a vital spark that contemporary male poets just did not express. Emily Dickinson's most prolific years were during the American Civil War, from 1861 to 65, but they had little to do with the war. Most of her poetry qualify as lyric poetry, a short poem that often expresses a single theme, usually the speaker's mood or feelings on a subject. Many of Dickinson's poems fit into three categories. First, her death poems, of which Because I Could Not Stop for Death and I Heard a Fly Buzz When I Died are most famous. Second, her nature poetry has some of the most expressive imagery, and Nature the Gentlest Mother and her poetry about her gardens and the birds that visited them are full of vibrant wordplay. Last, her self or individual poems celebrate the independence of her soul in the face of expectations. Whether it is The Soul Selects Her Own Society or Success is Counted Sweetest that protects her name, it expresses the desire to choose and to be free of all social expectations. The Soul Selects Her Own Society by Emily Dickinson. The soul selects her own society, then shuts the door. To her divine majority, present no more. Unmoved, she notes the chariots pausing at her low gate. Unmoved, an emperor be kneeling upon her mat. I've known her from an ample nation choose one. Then close the valves of her attention like stone. Success is counted sweetest. Success is counted sweetest by those who ne'er succeed. To comprehend a nectar requires sorest need. Not one of all the purple host who took the flag today can tell the definition so clear of victory. As he defeated, dying, on whose forbidden ear the distant strains of triumph burst agonized and clear. Hearts, we will forget him. Hearts, we will forget him. You and I tonight. You may forget the warmth he gave. I will forget the light. When you have done, pray, tell me, that I my thoughts may dim. Haste, lest while you're lagging, I may remember him.